out of the Jaguars. We get Jim Henderson's thoughts on the win. Plus, LSU keeps cruising thanks to some local flavor, but is a quarterback controversy on the horizon. No need to hide. Fourth Down starts right now.
This is the last word on sports. Fourth Down on 4 starts now.
Welcome into the show, and finally, the River City Relay can be put to rest. That was the last and really only memory most Hoodats had of Jacksonville. But after today, the Saints can walk away from a venue a winner, something no other NFC South team has ever been able to say before. Jim Henderson has more from Jacksonville.
The Saints broke on top of an opponent in the first quarter by opening the scoring for the first time in 4 games. When it became 14-0 in the second quarter, you anticipated the blowout that never came. But you never got a big enough Jaguar comeback to fall behind, nor to feel the outcome was truly in jeopardy. The Jags promised to open up their offense and did. 24 first-half passes, 3 Maurice Jones-Drew runs for no yards.
I thought the first drive, they were throwing the ball just to maybe loosen us up, and they were going to come back and run the ball. But the game, our offense did a nice job going down and scoring, and I don't know if they felt like they had to continue to throw the ball to score points. They felt like they weren't going to score enough points, just run the ball.
The Saints would pitch a second-half shutout, mindful of losses last year in similar situations against struggling underdogs.
We worked hard this week. A lot of people threw around the trap game or whatever, but we prepared hard, had a great week of practice, and we came out here, we were blessed to go out here and perform, and guys finished throughout the fourth quarter.
A team that hadn't surrendered 300 total yards in any of their first 3 games surrendered a lot more than that today, though it wasn't necessarily reflected on the scoreboard.
If you would have told us before the game, hey, you're going to have 500 yards of total offense and you're going to convert 50% on third down, we would have thought that's 40 points. Unfortunately, it's 23 points because, we got inside the 23 times in the second half and didn't come away with touchdowns. So that's disappointing, but I feel like we have proven we can move the ball. Now we just got to score touchdowns.
132 of those yards went to Jimmy Graham, who was targeted a game-high 14 times and responded with 10 catches and a touchdown. Sean Payton said afterward he expected Jimmy Graham to see a lot of the football operating against the Jaguars' 2-deep zone. So did Jimmy.
If you can get behind that linebacker or get in front of them, that's where the weakness is in the defense. So, it's something that we were harping on all week, and today we were patient, just patient, and then finally it opened up and I got by him and I caught a big catch, and so, it's just something that we were talking about, and slowly as the game went on, we started exposing a little bit.
I read this week that you were looking for a nickname. Have you gotten one yet?
Not yet, but the team has come up with about 5 or 6 of them. So I'm gonna wait until I find one. But right now they're kind of everywhere. So
how about the Graham Reaper?
The Graham Reaper. I like it.
I like it.
Yeah, I'll put that in the top 3 for sure.
How about the Graham Funk Railroad?
That one, I've never heard that one. I haven't heard that one. That one's too long. It's hard to put on a T-shirt, It's hard to put on a T-shirt.
So I guess Slam Graham, thank you, man, is out of the question. In Jacksonville, Jim Henderson, 4th down on 4.
Well, it's all about the adjustments during the first 30 minutes of play. Blaine Gabbert was a Pro Bowler with better numbers than Drew Brees, but in the second half, the Saints clamped down. Gabbert completing just 4 of 18 passes after halftime. He finished with a passer rating of just 51.3. Our guest this week on 4th Down, Larry Holder. You can read his stuff at CBSSports.com. Well, what does it say when one of the league's best rushing attacks comes in and throws the football 43 times against you, as the Jaguars did against the Saints? Really played maybe against their strength, and it worked out for the Saints in the end.
It sounds like a guy who is on the verge of being fired because he can't win and play winning football. You've got to hand the ball off to Maurice Jones-Drew. He broke off a couple of big runs, and then they took him out and went nowhere. I'm stunned at the way they went after the Saints, and really the Saints should feel fortunate by their ignorance in their own game plan.
It seems like the Saints were caught a little bit off guard when Blaine Gabbert comes out throwing the ball right off the bat. It maybe looked like it was going to work, but then there was absolutely zero balance by the Jags. until that third quarter when Maurice Jones-Drew got a couple big runs. Bam, right back to the pass. The Saints' pressure starts getting on him, and then he looks like the rookie quarterback that everyone expected.
Exactly, and I don't even know how many incompletions he had in a row. It seemed like 50, but the Saints, again, I feel like they're fortunate, and again, they came up with a key turnover, Patrick Robinson with the interception, so they played right in the Saints' hands, which to me, again, tells you he's not long Jack Del Rio in Jacksonville.
A little more tapes out there now on Charles Brown. You started to see him get exposed a little bit more today. I think you said it when we were talking off camera. Kind of, it's sink or swim. There's really no one else to go with. But is Charles Brown ready to be a starting tackle in this league? I
don't think so. There's a reason why he wasn't starting before, and he didn't beat out John Stinchcomb or Zach Strief for the job. So it's really ready or not. Here he comes, because Zach Strief, we don't really have a good handle of how long he's going to be out. I feel like he's going to be out for a couple of weeks. So you're just going to have to make do, and I feel like the Saints have a friendly enough schedule to be able to make do.
The 4th and 1, Sean Payton calls Mark Ingram's number. The second effort works with a little help from Jed Collins, I think, pulled him over the line. But you had to like, A, the call, B, the fact that it was converted, and then the fact that in the post-game press conference, Sean Payton was asked about why he didn't go with the Pierre Thomas or someone else, and he said, that's our short yardage back, bam, plain and simple.
And it hadn't worked in the past. We saw it definitely a couple times in the Green Bay game, but worked there. And I liked also the call where it was 3rd and short, and they did a pitch toss to Darren Sproles, and he was able to get a big chunk of yardage. So I think Sean Payton's starting to rely a little bit more and maybe trust a little bit more their short yardage running game.
Real quick. 2 weeks, Chris Ivory comes off the PUP list. What happens?
I honestly think he's the 4th running back, and he's inactive. And you absolutely have to cut someone. You can't keep 2 fullbacks, in my opinion. So one of the fullbacks is going to go maybe Corey Hall.
I think you start to see Pierre Thomas used a little bit more out of the backfield, and they bring Chris Ivory in to fill maybe some of those short yardage situations, start keeping these guys' legs fresh. Then at the end of the season, then I think maybe you see it shrunk down a little bit more. We'll all see it. It's going to be interesting. We're going to be talking about this topic definitely later down the road. Larry Holder, CBSSports.com. Thanks for coming down. Stay with us. Still to come on 4th Down, Jim Henderson has more thoughts from Jacksonville.
4th Down on 4 is sponsored by WIST Radio.
Tired of the same old morning talk radio?
If you're looking for sports talk that's exciting, informative, and where your voice is heard, WIST is the source.
We're covering all sports, local and national. Strong facts, strong opinions without the hidden agendas.
I start my morning off with a cup of coffee. Why don't you start your morning off with me, Brian Alley Walsh, each weekday morning at 6 a.m. on WIST.
Your new voice of New Orleans sports talk radio.
Dramatization.
Car wreck, demand Dudley DeBosier.
After your accident, you may be afraid you can't afford a lawyer, but you can.
When you demand Dudley DeBosier, you don't have to face the insurance company alone.
We'll take them on for you, and you don't have to pay us anything unless we get you money.
That's our no-fee guarantee. If you've been hurt in a car wreck, demand Dudley DeBosier and demand the no-fee guarantee. Call 433-3333.
My insurance rates were way too high. So I checked out the rates online. Dan Burkhardt Insurance had great rates, great service, and they gave me a quote really fast. You know, you should call Dan Burkhardt Insurance too.
We cover a lot of ground.
United Way helps people just like you. We support programs for your children, to your grandparents.
The young people, to get them on track at an early age academically, and to continue with that into high school, into college, so that they can become citizens that have the skills necessary to support themselves, support their families, is what we're really seeking.
Give, advocate, volunteer, live united. UnitedWayNOLA.org.
Welcome back into 4th Down. Well, you can't teach speed, and it's pretty hard to tackle as well. It was a simple pitch play that went for a lot more today, 34 yards to be exact for the Saints in the third quarter. Darren Sproles easily finding another gear on his way to 188 all-purpose yards. The Saints converted 7 of 14 third down opportunities against the Jaguars today. 3 of those conversions came from the effort, an extra effort, of number 43. The diminutive running back in the spotlight heading into the Saints game with the Jags was Maurice Jones-Drew. In the end, though, it was the Saints spark plug who was large and in charge. With more on the Saints running game today, once again, here's Jim Henderson with WWLTV.com's Bradley Hanwerger from Jacksonville.
I think this is going to be a different kind of running attack, somewhat like back in 2009. You got 3 guys who really complement each other, 3 guys who all give you a little something different. It's obviously Mark Ingram is now your short yardage guy. Pierre Thomas is your screen guy and your guy inside the 20. And Darren Sproles is your guy to give him the ball anywhere, doing anything, and he can make a big play. Not only in the running game, but boy, if I'm Drew Brees and I'm under duress, you can dump off a 3-yard pass to Darren Sproles and it's going to be 50 in the box score the next day. So all these guys complement each other well, and you look at them, they're all healthy. And I think if you really relied on a Pierre Thomas, as they had in the past, as much as they used to, I think he'd probably be banged up by now. Right now, everybody's relatively healthy, and the team is going to get healthier.
In your eyes, going out 3-1 here the first 4 games, is this what you expected?
Yeah, I think it is. I think most Saints fans, all apart from the ones who think you should win every game, would have looked at the first 4 games and said if you get out of that 3-1, the probable loss will come against the Packers, which it did. In a game the Saints were in a position possibly to force overtime and to win. So I think a 3-1 start is a really good start. I think it's probably as good as you could have expected. The Saints rested a lot of people today, which I think is good heading into the 2 division games on the road at Carolina and against Tampa. So I think you have to be pleased with it.
You look at last year when they played Cleveland at home and Arizona on the road, very similar games to this. Those are the games they lost. At the end of the season this year, they'll have this one in their pocket. Is that kind of the theme for this game, that they got out of this really with the only thing they needed, which was the win?
Yeah, and I think you saw that in Drew. Although he threw a couple of interceptions, one was a tip ball that really wasn't his fault. But late in the game especially, he was willing to take the sack rather than to put the ball at risk. And if you looked at those 2 games against Arizona and against Cleveland last year, games the Saints should have won, they beat themselves by giving the ball away on turnovers. It wasn't necessarily what either Cleveland or Arizona did against them offensively. So I think he played it very cautiously, and the defense responded with a second-half shutout.
Still to come, a number of former local prep stars are now starring for the LSU Tigers. And we go back and forth. What were those boos really for when Jordan Jefferson entered the game? And is there any chance Les Miles would bowl?